Alright, for this next part, at part 5 now, we're going to continue to work on our Gunsmoke NES game here. And we want to continue to work on that press start button, so I'm going to finish that up real quick here. I'm going to go over to our library, and in here you'll remember we created MC push start, which is currently also a instance of that is inside of MC background. I'm going to double click on MC push start and go down here to my timeline. You'll notice here's push start. Here's the first frame. I'm going to go to frame 21. And what we're going to do is insert a blank keyframe here. So right click on frame 21, insert a blank keyframe. And then from there, I'm going to go to frame 40 and extend that blank keyframe. So I'm going to go into frame 40, right click that, insert frame. So what that's going to do is it's going to have the first keyframe with push start that lasts all the way up to frame 20. 21, it disappears and it stays gone until frame 40. And when we run our movie, let's go back to our stage, press Control Enter, run it, and you can see that now start is flashing on and off just like we want it to, and just like it does in the original game. The other thing we want to do, this stuff is we're kind of backtracking a little bit. I changed my mind about a few things, and I think it's going to make the game more stable and easier as we get more complicated and get into it. So first of all, you'll notice that we cannot see the background picture. That's because it's transparent. In fact, we had locked it earlier, so I couldn't even click on it just in case we mess it up. We didn't want to mess it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock it. Make sure it's selected. You can see a blue box around it. Go over to Properties, and under Properties, set your alpha back up to 100. So that way we can see it again. The problem is as soon as I run my movie, you'll notice that it's blinking, everything is fine, but it doesn't fade in. So how do we solve that problem? Well, we're going to do that through ActionScript. I'm going to go here, pull up my actions, and at the very beginning on that first line, I'm going to press enter a few times to push it down and type in stage 01 background dot underscore alpha equals 0. And what it's going to do is as soon as I run that movie, it's going to set the alpha to 0 and it's going to fade in. The other thing that we want to do is we want to set it up so that in case I accidentally move it, I don't ruin everything I've been doing, because that could happen. You'll keep going thinking that it's in the right place and it's not. And so what we're going to do is kind of memorize the starting position here. For me, it's about 20 on the y-axis and of course 0 on the x-axis because it's lined up here, and the registration point is right here in the top left corner. So I'll pull up our actions here and we'll add another line, and we're going to type in stage 01 background dot underscore x equals 0, and the same thing, stage 01 background dot underscore y equals 20. And if I run my movie, and even if I move this to the wrong place, when I run my movie, it will go right back to where it's supposed to go. Just so we're consistent, I'm going to leave it there. But just so you know, that's how that part works. So just a couple little maintenance things before we go any further in this game. For the next part, we're going to have the enter button work. So when I press enter, it will go ahead and show Bandit Bill down here. And also we're going to have it type in those words. So come back for part 6, and I'll see you next time.